what the people need right now. You know I know better, day by day. Sweet Lord. Let's see if there's any newspapers there. I can squeeze by. Just hope it doesn't rain on Monday night, like in the midnight hour. This is one of my last ones. Usually they leave them over here, but it's mainly for the cat litter. And yes, people of the world, join in. So that's about it. It was a pretty tense month. I missed the wrap up because we were busy watching Kiss tribute bands and all that. Not Kiss tribute, the real Kiss band, the Kiss. Yes. We did notice a lot of stuff taking place. You know, we pondered on it. We pondered. Like, well, excuse me. What could it be? You know, what could all this be? Is it? I mean, is it a coordinated effort? I mean, if so, I mean, some people have to know about it. How come there's not, like, you know, people coming forth and telling us that? Or is it just I mean, one time we did this thing with explicit and implicit. I mean, explicit is something you do. It's like mandatory. I mean, maybe that could be a part of it. It's just this thing where you just do it because you all have like certain people that you know that you root against, that you don't want. I mean, at the bottom line, you got to look at the issues. You got to look at the things here that people are debating about. I mean, there was a splendid. We did catch something. There was a splendid little exchange, and I don't like this guy at all. I really don't like him, but I sort of now. I sort of do like him. I mean, Chris Wallace and Stephen Colbert were going back and forth on some things. So surprising, that they would let this kind of conversation go on. Channel 6. I got the Moonbeam there. He got canned. A lot of people get canned, get fired. I don't even bother with it anymore. It's just, it's the way it is. This system is the way it is. You can scream, you can shout, you can kick, you can fuss, but that's just it. You just have to accept it. You have to accept it and do something else. You have to look at it. I mean, that's why you have to come up with a few jokes or something like that, or something hits you like a wet glove. Something hits you. It's like all these things are going on. Like I mentioned in the opener, like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Hey, it just happened, I guess. I mean, because they set it in motion. They set it in motion because there was, like I just said some moments ago, they root against each other. They root against for what? Because the conversation with Wallace and Colbert, I mean, Colbert has a tricky way of, making the opponent look like he's talking babble, or he doesn't know what he's talking about. But they seem like they're good friends. Like they're on the same. They must have sat down for dinner a few times, or just chatted, because they're talking about. Because Wallace is going, well, what do you want? Just leave the borders open? He said, no, I didn't say that. Then you gotta say to yourself, what are you saying? But he had a way of turning it around. Then joke, then go over to the guy, to the band leader and stuff like that, I mean, it's just not a funny thing. People want to know. He was saying stuff in this interview that's important, because you don't get, much honest to goodness debate about issues anymore. You just get one-sided. I mean, the thing, I don't know who said it, Stewart or somebody said it during the week. I don't think it was Stewart. It was something on the lines of, what goes on here is you have often biased, extremely biased reporters, being called out, and it's hard for them to like make any kind of comeback, because there's not innocent people in here. Everybody contributed in some way by not having these talks. I can go back to 2014 when Lemon and O'Reilly were talking about an issue, and that was the last. That night, he was all like good friends with O'Reilly and about the issues, especially like in Baltimore and Detroit or whatever, Maryland or Ferguson, all that kind of stuff. They were talking about things. And I'm like, wow. But, I thought about that. We were getting close to the election and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You never know. We have to take all this out. Stop being worried about it. Stop worrying about what company's going to make this, what company's going to make that. I know the one thing about certain issues, on this one issue that's coming in, who does it affect? It doesn't affect the rich, doesn't affect, working class, anything. It affects the poor. More poor. What do they do? Just a picnic? They don't care. They're lost. There's more of them. All this because, we just can't come clean on things. Can't come clean, can't fix it. Can't come together on a solution. I'm in the puddle. All I can do is pour some tea for two and speak my point of view, but there's no rain. I just want someone show me the way.
I was actually really pissed off at somebody while I was dictating, and there was a loud noise in the room, and I'm very noise sensitive.
What's the time? Wow, we got some time here.
And I thought that was it. The whole book was ruined because I couldn't go back and change anything. And they delivered a whole chapter about anger, which is in the book. I suspect that the book was reordered or reorchestrated to accommodate my outburst and my saying, well, this is it, this is going to happen. So they work with it, but do I get that they're angry with me? No. I think in some ways I feel quite loved by them, actually.
Something's happening here. What it is exactly clear. Time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a day for something. Nobody's right or nobody's wrong or something. If right, nobody's wrong, nobody's right. The boys. So anyway, here we are. Here we lie on this Friday. And yes, I was going to try to talk about the month here. So many things were going on. And yesterday, Mom got her checkup, and it went great. It went very well. So a lot of that was on my mind. So some of those videos there, some of my shows, and then I like to think about it. I like to get it right. If I say something wrong, I want to go back to it. I want to go back to it and fix it. I have to do it all on my own. Because I don't get any kind of comments, you can't tell me that I have a perfect score. You can't tell me it's all right, or maybe you missed it, or maybe you're not even listening. That's the thing. Are people listening? You got, like 3 o'clock, Brooke Baldwin comes on. The same thing, like these big headlines, Sits there, with a big red dress on. And, then the next guy comes, just hammer all these points home. what's really going on.